Good morning, listeners, and welcome back to the Internet Marketing and Business Solutions radio show with Ron Couming of RCS Online Solutions, where we help business owners and entrepreneurs achieve even greater success by attracting, converting, and retaining their ideal customers and clients using various Internet marketing techniques and methods. Video marketing. Video marketing in 2019 will be slightly different, much improved from 2018 and previous years as technology and things like AI and VR and other things are moving in light speed and in different directions from what we've had in previous years. Now, we've always had versions of these, but it's just getting, well, I wouldn't say always, but, in the last 3 or 5 years, we've had versions of it, but, it's just becoming so much more prevalent for people to talk into their devices and have other services just kind of like picking and choosing things for you based upon your past decisions. So I want to talk to you a little bit about video marketing, give you 5 tips or so that's going to help you skyrocket your traffic and conversions, because at the end of the day, if you have 1,000 people seeing your video, but no one's purchasing your products or services, or at least coming and asking for a follow-up phone call, then you really don't have much, right? I mean, you're not in business to make videos unless you're a video marketing company. You're using video marketing to disseminate information about what it is you do, the problems you solve, to attract the people who need your services, right? So let's look at so if you're looking for a proven way to boost traffic and increase conversions, then you need a video marketing plan. So the first thing I would tell you is to make sure you have a plan. And while it can be scary creating a video content for marketing if you've never done it before, but having a strategy makes it a lot easier. So, if you're just coming into something haphazardly, that's certainly going to raise your stress level, and it's also certainly going to decrease your success level. So let's talk a little bit about how we can take away some of that stress and increase your success. So in this post, I'm going to cover 5 video marketing tips that will really get your traffic and conversions popping. We'll also cover video marketing benefits and help you create a video marketing strategy that's scalable and repeatable. I'm reading from an article that I have written, compiled from years of information and other things that I've read and seen and participated in. So in the descriptions of this video, once it's posted, this clip, the whole article I'll have in there. So I may not have time to cover everything, but I encourage you to scroll down and read everything so you can get the full impact of what we're going to talk about. So let's talk simply. What is video marketing? Video marketing is any type of video you record and post with the intention of moving you towards your business goals. So that's simple, right? Well, not necessarily. So when we talk about video marketing in e-commerce or digital marketing in general, conversations tend to make a beeline to YouTube. But you can also use video marketing just about anywhere. Social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat are also great places for video marketing and content. Video marketing is a worthy investment. Video marketers get 66% more qualified leads per year and achieve a 54% increase in brand awareness. That's amazing. 66% more qualified leads, which is far more important than just leads. You want them qualified. So here's a quick tip. If your YouTube is the second largest search engine on the internet, and it's also owned by Google. So be sure to upload your best content from other platforms to that site. But, we can talk more. Now, if you have it on YouTube, that's great, but you also want to embed them or have them on your website. And there's different ways you can do that so it doesn't slow down your load speed, because you want to provide a good user experience. And if it's a super slow website when people get there, it's not a good user experience. So there's ways you can do that. But you want to bring people back. When you're posting your videos, you want them on your website and then post them from that URL on your website. So you bring them back to your website. Don't just post them and use the URL, the link to YouTube, because then they're all going to go to YouTube, and you want them to go to your site. You're not here to increase YouTube's traffic, right? So video marketing strategy. As we just covered, video marketing can be just about any video posted on any platform. So how do you develop a successful and reusable video content strategy template from that? Well, step one, what do you want from your video content? This step actually has two parts. First, you have to evaluate yourself as a brand. What makes you different and brings your customers to you? What do you value as a business? Second, figure out how your video content will fit in with your values and what your customer value in you. What problems are you trying to solve? What does success look like? When your goals are specific, you'll find it a lot easier to create content around them. There are three key questions to ask that you should be asking yourself at this point. Who are you? Who cares? And who can benefit from your products and services? And who, ultimately at the end of the day, who are your potential customers? So step two, once you have that established, right, and that's, it's not something you're going to do in a half hour, so put some time and effort into it. And then step two is, now where is your audience? Not everybody, depending upon your type of business, Facebook would not be the best place for you to post. You might be better off on LinkedIn or Twitter, and some people might be better off on Pinterest. So where is your audience? If you're thinking about creating a video marketing strategy, you probably already created a buyer persona and use them. Use them for your video marketing just like you would any other type of your marketing. And it's probably even more important because your videos are going to be shorter but more impactful. 60-second video can be more impactful than a 1,000-page word blog. And who's actually going to read 1,000-word blog, right? So haven't created a buyer persona yet, then you really need to do that. And you'll thank yourself later because it will help you in all aspects of your marketing now and in the future. So you need to take care of that. And that we cover briefly. I don't want to go too far into that because I want to try to get through all 5 of these tips. But, your buyer persona is who are they, where are they, where do they go, what do they do, who do they associate with, what are their age ranges, is it a gender, is it an ethnicity, is it, is it a city, a town, are you a brick and mortar, do they have to drive past you, so you have to consider every aspect of the type of person that you want to do business with, and it will really help you refine all your marketing. So you need to be able to find your people. Are they on Snapchat? That's a very different demographic than on LinkedIn, right? So, and if they aren't, then you don't need to be using Snapchat. And if they're not on LinkedIn, then you don't need to be using that. A lot of people are professing to be on all platforms, and, you can be, but you really need to focus on the ones where your ideal customers and clients are hanging out on and utilizing. So spend time to define your ideal customer and learn about the behavior of your actual customers, and that will save you a lot of time, effort, stress, and money at the end of the day. So what are your competitors up to? Something to consider is to conduct a video content audit to see where you have gaps in your content offering. Other topics that you are missing out on that would really benefit your customers and visitors. And remember, at the end of the day, it's about them. It's not really about you. You're providing a product and service to solve their problems. So make sure you understand their problems and don't get, whatever their problem was today might be significantly different than it is 6 months from now. So stay hard and fast on, your overall goals and plans, but be a little nimble and be able to pivot and change and innovate, constantly innovate. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you're going to make, and the more people you're going to serve, right? So at the end of the day, you need to understand that as well. So create your video UVP. Now that you know your goals, where to find your audience, and what kind of content you need, it's time to create your UVP, or your unique value proposition. Some people have different acronyms for this, but it basically means what makes you different than everybody else who does what you do, and how do you convey that. So this is just marketing short speak for creating an outline of what makes you and your content special. The problems that you solve and the solutions that you provide, opposed to other people who might be in the same industry. So how do you set yourself apart from everyone else out there, and while still holding on to your value and identity as a business? This also doubles as a jumping-off point for a full-fledged plan, and should include things like topics you'll cover in the video, style and tone, how you deliver your content, a.k.a. how the content will reach your audience. And that can be in multiple forms. So then step 5, and this is pretty much the final step here, is all of this has been building up to the moment of creating that actual plan. So one of the easiest ways to create a plan for any type of content marketing strategy is to break it down into a content marketing funnel, or at least start from the front end where the customer is to the end where you want them, and that's on the phone with you or filling out a form or a contract, correct? So you can serve them and solve their problem. You want to include specifics about what your content will do. Where does the content fit into your buyer's journey? How does this content appeal to your target audience? What content gaps does this content fill? How and where does this content will be delivered and used and repurposed? Repurposing is huge. Some people will tell you to spend 80% of your time creating content and 20% of your time marketing it. I think it's almost the reverse. I think you should spend 20% of your time create quality content, but you can repurpose that content in so many different ways that I would say 20% creating it and 80% repurposing it. So wondering which type of content works best at each stage. So you take a look, this is radio, so I don't have the ability to show you anything at this point, but you could look at sales funnels. You can look at different types of funnels. If you just Google these words, right, some pictures, and then type image on the Google search bar, you'll be able to see some of these, what I'm talking about, and then just take the categories, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, that I've given you here, and just kind of like put them there and then just go right next to it and fill it out, okay? So video content marketing examples. So some might be product and service videos. Product or service videos explain and show what a product or service does, as well as its tangible evidence, its tangible benefits, rather. Sorry about that. Brand videos. Brand videos are typically short videos that aim to introduce your brand to potential customers. Explainer, how-to videos. Explainer videos, well, explain how to do something, right? They are usually pretty short, grab your viewer's attention, and explain your business idea or concept in seconds. So the top 5 most important video marketing tips. Keep your stories interesting. For starters, your story has to be compelling. Most people want to feel something. If you're just talking the same content that you already have in other places on your website and adding some video clips, you're probably not going to be getting the results you want. Getting the point in under 10 seconds. Your potential award-winning 3-minute video is worth nothing if you don't hook people within the first 5 or 10 seconds. So make sure that it's attention-grabbing in that first 5 or 10 seconds. include a call to action. I can't tell you how many times I see really nice videos, but there's no call to action. You just drop the ball. So make sure in your video you are telling people what to do. Don't say, if you want more information, contact us for more information. Have a strong, make your marketing content should have a strong call to action, and your video content marketing is no exception. So make sure you have that. Optimize your content. Take the time to SEO your video marketing. To that end, one of the best things you can do before uploading your video to sharing it to sharing sites is to host the video on your own domain. Remember, as I was just talking to you about that, that has multiple purposes. So, you can have the best videos, you can have the best call to actions, you can have the best images, the best products, and the best services. At the end of the day, if people can't find you, you have nothing, right? You won't be able to solve anybody's problems. You won't be able to serve any potential customers or clients, and you'll be wondering why. And your competitors will be blowing past you because they did that little bit of SEO. And that's what we specialize in at RCS Online Solutions, is getting you your products and services directly in front of those that can utilize those. Remember, awareness equals opportunity. There's much more I had to offer you here, and so it will be in the definition of this video, which will be up on YouTube. However, I will be sharing it from my website, like I tell you to do. Just follow what I do. If you really want to know how to do successful SEO, just follow what I do for my own stuff. This is Ron Couming, and if you want to reach me, you can reach me at Ron, R-O-N, at RCSOnlineSolutions.com. My phone number is 978-606-5432. I look forward to serving you and helping you. Talk to you next week.